When life or death is on the line, horses humans are capable of making extraordinary decisions to increase their likelihood of survival, even if it means committing a murder. The Squid Games are no exception. So, of the 32 relevant players with a name, I sorted them from least to most deadly based upon how many other players they murdered while playing the games. In dead last, we have Junie. Of the 12 known characters with 0 kills, she also takes on the reputation of having spawned a new player during the games, so technically her kill count is -1. So by far, she's the #1 least deadly character. Next, we have one of the most peaceful players ever, Kim Young-mi. Starting from an innocent girl who needed a bit of help with Dokji, to one who wanted to leave and have a happy dinner with the people she met on the island, Young-mi also deserves a spot at the very bottom because she would never willingly hurt a soul. In 30th, we have Ali Abdul. He was the selfless hero in Season 1 who saved Gi-eun right off the bat and made sure to do everything in his power to protect the people he cared for. Although he won at Tug of War, I will credit those deaths to a different player on the team, as Ali was just a part of other strategies. His only instance of violence was the attack on his boss, who definitely deserved it, but Ali was still in the wrong there, so he will place above the previous characters. Young-seok comes next, who still has 0 confirmed kills. Granted, he joined the rebellion and he was willing to shoot up some people, but they were faceless evil beings in pink, so I would justify it. However, he's doing it to escape and see his daughter again, and without a doubt, I'd be pretty scared of a heroic father like him. Next, we have Gyeong-soo, who was too small a role to see if he's violent or not, and kinda just a placeholder here. He was so sweet though, because he literally thanked the guards at mealtime, which I find hilarious. But then he was also alongside Thanos and Namgyu as they bullied that one random YouTuber dude. He didn't directly partake, but he still did give Thanos and Namgyu a better gang mentality. In 27th place, we have Park Young-sik. Now, he's not really deadly because he was too scared to kill anyone, but he wanted to be able to do so. He was almost going to join the rebellion, and he was fully prepared to kill Junhee while she held her infant because he wanted to survive another game. Up next, we have Seimi. She was willing to fight Namsu and Thanos most of the time, and even physically during the special game, but she kinda sucked at fighting or was up against a much stronger individual, so she wasn't really able to do a thing. Oof. Next up, we have Ji-young. She also, of course, had 0 kills and didn't really contribute to the other team's drop in Tug of War, but what she did do, as she shared with Sae-byeok, is kill her own father with a knife and go to jail right before her time in the games. Granted, the dude deserved it, but she was still able to take a life in order to settle a dangerous matter, and she very likely could have continued doing it if she survived longer. Jung-bae is up next. Believe it or not, he never actually killed another player. In the final mingle scene, In-ho took care of both of the others while his tanky status just kept the door shut. But Jung-bae's military past and his kills of the island staff during the rebellion put him towards the top of the 0 kill party. Next up comes Seonyo, who is the shaman. She didn't physically kill anyone, but she was able to curse the other players and mentally destroy a few, and even develop a cult that kept the game going once she switched them all to blue. Then, in the 4th game, she abandoned them and left them to die. Not physically deadly, but emotionally capable of genocide. 22nd brings us Sae-byeok. That's right, as tough as she looks, she doesn't have any confirmed kills of other players. However, she almost took down Deok-soo just for funsies in game 1, she picked Gi-eun's pocket without even us seeing, and she pinched her nose while 212 was taking or faking a fat okay, that's not relevant. She dumped hot coffee on this dude that she didn't like. Needless to say, I did not want to be on her bad side. Kim Young-sam is next, and the deadliest of the 0 kill party. He's very vulgar for some reason, and he's visibly upset to see Gi-eun alive after the 2nd game, and during the special game. He's seen with the metal frame and trace amounts of blood on him, but no scene in the special game actually showed him killing anyone, so I can't award him with any kills. What makes him the deadliest though, is that he immediately threatens his bestie, player 100, in hide and seek, and shortly later has 3 attempted murders, but all 3 failed, so like, yeah, he's not too deadly. 20th place brings us the Lunchbox. He's the first one on the list who did kill a player, being someone off screen during a hide and seek, but now aside from that, he's just the most innocent killer, and he was scared of everything, and I don't know, he shouldn't have ended up like that. 19th place is Daeho, who also has 1 kill. He was actually able to kill a secret in hide and seek by pushing him down the stairs and knocking him out, and because of this, the VIPs or the guards or something shot him in the head. Even though he never held a gun before, the first time he picked one up, he was super reckless and he was almost deadly to his fellow players. Correction, he actually was very deadly to his fellow players. Oh ammo, we have no ammo. Next, we have Lee Seung-hun, who is player 336. As a finalist, he killed player 394 in hide and seek and charged forward with others wanting to kill an infant and was part of a deadly pact, landing him here and down there. 17th is Kim Young-tae, who pretty much did everything the same. Killed someone in hide and seek, got mad at a baby that was a player, tried to kill the baby, failed. But his difference is that he also tried to kill the father, which he also failed. One murder done, a few failed attempts. 16th place is player 69. Yeah, he's not deadly, but I just wanted to remind you that there was a dude who had to kill his own wife in the series. But oh, he got 16th because now we're at players with 2 or more kills. His second kill was player 69. Min-soo got 15th place. He started off as a crying little coward, but suddenly in season 3, he poked the shaman in the belly and she died, and then he eliminated his crush's killer, and he was loud and screamy and bipolar with the drugs, and he became pretty violent, but still at heart, he was a coward, so I can't really put him any higher than this. 14th place gives us Jang Geum-ja. Yeah, this is a tough one. However, she willfully stuck a knife in her son's back, unlike player 69 who had no choice and accidentally killed his wife, but yeah, she killed her son by stabbing him, and that sucks. Even though she was helpful to everyone else, that's still violent and she caused him to not show off his jump roping skills the next day, and she also eliminated herself, so 13th place gives us Minyo from season 1. Player 212 was only a little batshit crazy, but she was not only crazy but also capable of eliminating the scariest dude in their entire Squid Game group, as well as herself. Even though those are her only 2 kills, she was mentally deceiving and able to take down, or out, any player she wanted. Hyunju is up next. She only had 2 kills of players, both of which occurred in hide and seek, but aside from that, she has military experience and 8 confirmed kills in the rebellion, but sadly for her, soldiers don't count towards their total, just their intimidation factor. Anyways, she was selfless and caring and similar to Ali, but the difference with her was that she would go and kill everyone when she was being in her selfless mood. Wouldn't want to mess with her. Im Jung-dae comes up next. He shall be the first of the players to be credited for 3 kills. Granted, he's not directly deadly, but he pulled the same door closing betrayal move twice in one game, scoring 2 kills there. Aside from that, he basically led the entire O team, which surely got a lot of kills here and there, and finally, he strategized the lunchbox idea, claiming credit for that. He was manipulative and intellectually dangerous, but physically, I think he'd lose in a fight against pretty much anyone. Still became a finalist though. 10th place is Kim Ji-min. He was sadistic and willfully a participant of the special game, with his first kill seen as he murdered someone in the special game. Later during hide and seek, he stabbed player 172 to death, and then ninja kicked 349 to her demise, and remained loud and arrogant about all of that. In Sky Squid Game, he did the most damage to the lunchbox, and then he charged Gyun, but ultimately lost that fight. Given his size, I was surprised to see him lose, but since he lost, he'll just be here on the list of the deadly. Next up is his killer, Mr. Song Gi-yoon. Now, believe it or not, Gi-yoon only killed 5 players in the series. During Tug of War, he was kind of just there while his team strategized the win, and let's face it, I can't give too many people credit for their drop, but Gi-yoon's player killing spree began in hide and seek when he defeated Daeho under the belief that Daeho ruined the rebellion. Then the next day in jump rope, Gi-yoon was the one being strangled, but he poked his left eye out and hurled the entire dude over his body into a dangerous platform to be the next home run hit into the pit where he ate shit. In Sky Squid Game, the mighty Gi-min was trying to strangle him. Gosh, what is it with Gi-yoon and people and choking each other? But Gi-yoon used his gifted knife and stuck it into the heart of player 203. Then, even though Gi-yoon wanted to save him, he still kind of fought Myung-gi to the death and ultimately got him killed. Then, mentally destroyed, but knowing that the baby would be safe, Gi-yoon eliminated himself to send a message to the VIPs that they would just, leave undelivered. I like this Gi-yoon. The baby gave him a whole new reason to live, and because of that, he killed 5 players just to ensure that she'd make it. Oh, and also, Gi-yoon killed a minimum of 4 soldiers and 5 managers, so Thanos is next. That's right, we're now on the fan favorite who gets the first kill of the whole season by telling the Huz that she had a buzz on her neck. Then, he played human dominoes for an additional 3 kills and remained passive in 6 legs, only to eliminate his biggest fan in Mingle, and then beat up 2 more players in the final round, making them die too. Thanos' final score? 7 kills. 7th place brings up his lover, Namsu. Since Namgyu made it a whole nother game or 2, he had a lot more time to do the killing. He started off by sharing these 2 kills with Thanos, then stabbing this dude in the bathroom, this woman in the special game, and me with Thanos' fork. Then, he stuck his knife into 1, 2, 3 players during hide and seek for a total of 8 kills instead of his buddy's measly 7. But after he lost his drugs, his superpowers ran out. 6th place is the amazing Myung-gi, aka MG Coin. The first person he goes and kills was 8 on this list, Thanos. Just went right for the main characters. Then, Then in hide and seek, Myung-gi killed this random character, and then out of greed killed 2 more randoms before killing the saint of the season and then seeing the baby for a brief second, before going undercover for a few episodes until he finally returned to Sky Squid Game to kill some more main characters. First he poke-checked Min-soo on the first tower, then he betrayed his pack by taking down Lee Seung-hun, and then in self-defense he turned Yoon-tae into a royal delivery. While still mad on his killing spree, he made the shaman's curse come true with Im Jong-dae, and then threatened to kill his own baby just to calm down Gi-eun. So yeah, aside from his 9 kills, I'd say he's pretty deadly. 5th place brings us Byung-gi, aka the doctor from the first season. Now, the reason he plays so high is because with his collab with the guards, he used the information to make a weaponizing team in Tug of War, and that team killed 10 players. Thanks to him and Doksu for building that team, they get all those kills. Outside of that, he did kill a guard or 2 and ultimately got gunned down, but a man who doesn't play by the rules was pretty deadly in this case, as it led to the doomfall of 10 others. 4th place gives us Oh Young-il. Now, this is weird, but Young-il is just Inho's player alias, and it's hard to put him this low, but I'd honestly put him at the top of the list if it weren't for the numbers. But he didn't actually kill too many people on screen. Anyways, his list of kills includes a minimum of 5 finalists in the 28th Squid Game that he killed in their sleep, as well as this guy in Mingle, this guy in Mingle, and these 2 rebels, and then finally Jung-bae. Of everyone on this list, the frontman is pretty heartless, and if we look at the few kills of his that are known, they contribute to a pretty non-hesitant factor to his ability to end a life, as we saw as soon as the Dalgona game. He's also pretty physically powerful, so he does deserve a spot here at the top. 3rd place is the one and only Cho Sang-woo. His deadliness begins as soon as the Tug of War game, when it was his strategy that dropped the other team, earning him an easy 10 kills. But it didn't stop there. He only became more evil after that. He betrayed the Saint of Season 1 and got him killed, showing manipulative deadliness, pushed this rando down, showing that he can clear extras off the set, and then he slit Sabyok's throat, showing that he can even break the plot armor and stab the fan favorites. All in all, he has 13 kills in that alone, and that doesn't even count to his attempted kills, like when as soon as game 2 was there, he tricked Gi-eun into picking Umbrella. 2nd place overall is Jung Doksu. He is so incredibly tough, and I don't think anyone could beat him in a fistfight. His only weakness was his stupidity. Aside from that though, he was the first murder in season 1, beating the hunger guy to death, and then 2 more confirmed kills during the special game before building the A team with the doctor and killing 10 more in Tug of War. After that, he teased his former perverted ally as he got him killed, before finally only murdering 1 person in the last bridge game. Total kills 15, total scariness 1,000. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for and probably expecting. The number 1 spot goes, well, a bit through a loophole. The winner is Oh Il-nam. How? Because as the creator of the game, if all but 1 player died in every single game except for the 33rd and 37th Squid Games, we have 455 deaths for 35 games and 454 deaths for 2 games. So if my maths, his entertainment for himself and for the rich over the course of 37 years led to the deaths of 16,833 players out of the total of 16,872 participants that we know of. Also, his deadliest in-game moment was having fun in Tug of War as he strategized 10 deaths. Well, we already counted those people in his number. Anyways, watch out for this old man. See you next time.